So boys, we are back with some more Redskins franchise mode here in Madden NFL 19. And last episode we went and simmed to the offseason where we saw Blake Bortles and the Jacksonville Jaguars capture Super Bowl 54 in that season. So very good to see Blake Bortles a Super Bowl champion after all in that season. It's just he's one of the more outcomes I'd prefer over the Eagles winning it again for the third time in a row. But regardless, we are in the offseason mode. Now we get to take a look at some players that have regressed, like Alex Smith, who's now an 80 overall. We got to figure out what we want to do with this man. He is 36 years old. He's getting older. And he only regressed 7. That's not that bad, actually. That is not bad at all, really, actually. Because usually when you get quarterbacks or players in general regressing, usually they regress like 20, 30, and that's really bad, but Alex Smith didn't regress that bad, so it's not horrible, but it's still not good at the same time that he dropped 3 overalls. As for the rest of the team, Trent Williams did regress 2 overalls, which is lower than last year, but at the same time, he still is getting worse every year, and he regressed negative 23 this offseason. So we can all look at our situation with Trent Williams, see what we want to do with him. As the rest of the players that have regressed, Brandon Scherff did not. And Moses, he's still the same overall. He's out for 2 more weeks. Jordan Reed, it looked like he improved almost. I'm not really sure what his overall was beforehand. I can't remember. But Jordan Reed is now a 95 overall with the confidence boost. Then no one else regressed there. Defensively, looks like Zach Brown did regress, even though he's only 30 years old. He's now at 86 overall instead of 88 overall, which kind of sucks to see that. But he still regressed negative 14. Then Ryan Kerrigan is now at 80 overall base, 81 at the confidence. It sucks to see him regressing too because he's one of the better players that I like on this team. And he regressed negative 20, so that's not good for him. As the rest, Brian Orakpo did regress about 4 overalls down to 77. He's still a good player. I like him. So you could probably keep him around possibly for another year, depending on his contract situation and our cap situation. But as for the rest, I'm pretty sure we haven't regressed. No one else really regressed, actually. I think we're good for the most part. Lippett, Dunbar. Actually, no, Kareem Jackson looked like he might have. I'm not sure. I can't remember what overall he was before. I think he might have been a little bit higher. Yeah, he was. Yeah, negative 18 for Kareem Jackson. That kind of sucks. I thought he was like I think he might have been a 75 or 76 overall, so he regressed a little bit down. As for special teams, Dan Bailey and Tressway, still sharp. Tressway, the Pro Bowler last season, I love seeing him at his top of his game. Like to see that. But as for the rest, I think that's pretty much it there for regression. We'll take a look at some news and see what is new this season. So it says Lazard finishes the season with best-selling jersey. I have no idea who Lazard is, so I think it might be a glitch in this game. But anyway, Lazard finishes the season with the best jersey. Anyone else? Cowboys might be first on Forbes' list. Okay. The Eagles are the top team in the NFL as value is concerned. Okay. Because they're really good Super Bowls the past 3 years. Anyone else? Top stories? Nothing really big. Shad Khan? Blake Bortles? I'm guessing Blake Bortles must have got Super Bowl MVP because, like, who else would have got it on that team, though? He played outstanding in that game. He had, like, 80% completion percentage on that game. So you gotta love Blake Bortles stepping up on the biggest stage possible. On here it says Harmon Barnes won the Heisman. Okay, so he's a receiver in this draft class. Dixon Miles. Okay, we gotta remember Dixon Miles, Renee Edebali, and BJ Cobb shut down Turn Randall. Okay, so we gotta remember BJ Cobb. I'm pretty sure he's a corner. He's gotta be a corner at least. Who else? Renee Edebali. Okay, we have to avoid him. Okay. But usually guys have stories on them tend to have better development, I've found. So maybe Edebali could have some good development. You never really know. He probably have a low overall, but good development. And as for Dixon Miles, remember that name, and Harmon Barnes. As for the rest, do we have any of my stories on here? Are there any good? Actually, wait, I want to see this. This looks cool. So we have defeat on the road. It's got some pictures there. There's the Packers one. There's the Bills game. Anyone else? Those are actually cool. I didn't even notice they had those. Let's see. My stories. Anything big here? So you have those. The Skins winning over Green Bay. Everyone is shocked about that. I didn't think that was really shocking. They were 8-8. We were 11-5. We're the better team overall. There's Alex Smith doing well. The dude's hairline for the coach thing is insane. It's so far back. As for the rest, nothing there really. I'm just going to see I'm pretty, I don't know if, I want to see if you could probably check who won Super Bowl MVP, because I want to know if Blake Bortles actually got it. Like last year, I'm pretty sure Carson Wentz got it for sure, but as for Blake Bortles, I want to see his overall now. Because he possibly could have gotten up. He is still 81 overall. How is Blake still 81? The dude won the freaking Super Bowl, and now he's probably won the Super Bowl MVP. Get Super Bowl win, Offensive Player of the Week. If you're Offensive Player of the Week, you gotta be Super Bowl MVP. So his legacy is added greatly in that game after winning that Super Bowl. Won at home. Okay, 56 downs played, 3 passing touchdowns, 237 yards passing. His passing completion percentage should have gotten something too, because that was insane what he did in that game. Let's go see. I think that's pretty much it though. We're good for the most part. Now it's time to go and do some negotiating. So re-sign some players, all that kind of stuff. Right now we're dealing with Corey Grant, the guy we signed like the last 2 weeks. He's not that bad. 3 years, 7.56 mil. I might wait on him. Cole Strickland will go and drop him. Cam Martin, I want to re-sign this guy. He did very well for his first year. We'll bring him back for another year. Does he want to be back? There you go, cool. So Cam Martin's back. Clay Pratt, I want to re-sign that dude as well. He did very well with what the small sample size we saw out of him. So he is back. CJ Stevenson, maybe he's not bad actually. I kind of like him, but we'll leave him off there for now. Trey Quinn, Mr. Irrelevant. I want to keep him on the team. I like him. Plus, he was Mr. Irrelevant, so I want to just keep him on this team for a couple more years. St. Brown will leave. Ioannidis will resign. He wants 4.8 mil. We'll go and up that about 2 to 5 mil. Does he want to stay? He is not interested in signing. Damn it, we need Matthew Ioannidis. I don't want to franchise tag him, but we need him though. We got to re-sign him. Kareem Jackson, don't want to bring him back. Tyron Holmes, no thank you. And Senio Calamete, no thank you as well. So we'll leave Stevenson off there. Same with Strickland, same with Corey Grant. And we got to find a way to sign Ioannidis either in the free agency, or we got to go and sign or draft a left end this season, because we need one. Because he's literally our only left end on this team. So either draft or sign one in the next stage. Okay, so it's free agency time now. I want to see who's the top free agent. We have barely any money left. That kind of sucks. We got to go through some of our players. But top free agent, we have Ezekiel Elliott, 98 overall, 25 years old. We have Todd Gurley. We have Melvin Gordon. We have Chris Jones, Miles Jack, Derrick Henry, Devin McCourty, LaShawn McCoy, Sheldon Rankins, Josh Sitton, Giovanni Bernard, Logan Ryan, Kenyon Drake, Jalen Mills, and Breezes himself in the free agency. Okay. Now this is kind of interesting here, because Drew Brees is a guy I admire. I like him. He's one of my favorite players of all time. And Breezes, if you have an opportunity to get Breezes on your team, one of the best passing players of all time, I think he might hold the record right now officially in this game for passing yards in an NFL career. I gotta check that out actually after. But Breezes is available in the free agency. Alex Smith has been declining, and frankly, I don't know about him. I don't know. If Breeze is available, he's definitely on my mind, and currently he has no bids, so we gotta watch out for that. As for the rest, you have Austin Ekeler, Phillip Rivers in the free agency as well, Kyle Rudolph at tight end, Emmanuel Sanders, Chris Thompson, the dude we traded for that first-round pick like a year ago, Aqib Talib, we have Armstead at left end. That could be a guy we could replace Ioannidis with, possibly. Actually, he might be cheaper than Ioannidis, too, from what he wanted. I want to see him. Eric Armstead. Normal development. Ioannidis did have quick development, though. He's definitely an option to replace Ioannidis if he doesn't want to re-sign back. If Harrison Butker were good with Dan Bailey, Jason McCourty, Keelan Cole, there's Matthew Ioannidis. A lot of offers for him, it looks like. So, I don't know. We'll see. We have Noah Spence, Goskowski, Trey Waynes, Tavon Young, Willie Henry, and so on down that list. Sam Bradford's on there as well. Anua, Nick Foles is on that list as well. Super Bowl MVP. Coney Ely, Jamar Taylor, Joe Hayden's there, Greg Zerloin, Corey Coleman, Brandon McManus, who else? Alex Okafor, Chris Boswell, Corey Clement, Cairo Santos, Josh Doxson, the day we traded, Jerry Hughes, and so on down that list. JPP, that's another option to replace Matthew Ioannidis with as well. The dude who blew off his fingers with fireworks. That wouldn't be bad to get that JPP on the team, though. Just as like more of a more high-profile guy. And that's the rest right there. So, first of all, we got to go through our team, see who it's pretty much going, sorting stuff out for the garage sale, kind of, in a way. Because we need to get rid of some players that are higher salary, and we got to sign some depth and draft some depth, definitely. Plus, we got to get some draft picks, too, as well. So, first of all, we got to look at quarterback. Even though it's an elephant in the room, Alex Smith has been doing all right. He had a decent season last year. He was okay. And I like what he's been doing, but we have an opportunity to get Drew Brees, of all players, one of the best quarterbacks of all time, on our team. And I don't know if I could really pass up that situation. I don't know. We'll see about that. We also have running back we're good with. What else? Wide receiver. Anybody expensive at the wide receiver position, because Will Fuller needs to be in a starting role this season, and I don't want someone else in his way. But Paul Richardson, how much is he making? He probably is making quite a bit of cheddar right now. And Jamison Crowder too. We gotta look at some of these dudes' salaries, because we need some salary right now to sign some players. And if we have to get rid of a wide receiver, we will. Tight end we're fine with. Left tackle. Here's another big one too. Trent Williams at left tackle. To be honest, I think Warmack would be doing a great job if we were to put him in at left tackle. He does a normal development, but I can honestly see us, like, he's the 29th best left tackle in the league, and he's a backup, so he's not bad. So going from Trent Williams to Antoine Warmack is not that bad of a situation. He is the 3rd best overall left tackle in the game, though, and he is fresh off a Pro Bowl season. We gotta decide about Trent Williams as well. Left guard we're fine with, obviously. Center we're good with. Right guard we're good with. Right tackle, Moses. I don't know, I think we're fine with him for now. Left end, we gotta sign a left end. Right end, we're good with Allen. D tackle, we're good with Daron Payne. Left inside linebacker, we're good with Kerrigan. Middle linebacker, we're good with Zach Brown. And who else is that there? Oh yeah, we have Devin White. Right, we have Preston Smith, Brian Arakpo. Okay. So Preston Smith is officially better than Brian Arakpo. But Brian Arakpo is, like, I don't know, I like him. Let's see Preston Smith compared to Brian Arakpo. He is younger, probably worth a little bit less money. We might have to get rid of Brian Arakpo, actually. We might have to. Yeah, I think we probably have to get rid of him. Even though he isn't making that much money, we do probably need to get rid of him. Who else? Strong safety, we get DJ, even though he is kind of expensive. Okay, so quarterback. It'd be kind of... I'd like to go and sign Breeze first, and then trade Alex Smith. But I don't know what I'm going to do here at this point. Okay, so you just found a very good trade for Eli Rogers. You went and picked up a 15th overall pick from the Patriots in exchange for Eli Rogers and a backup free safety. So I'm liking that trade. So you get another first-round pick out of that. That's not bad. So let's go take a look at the retirement list and see who retired amongst Tom Brady this offseason. So let's go to retired. So Marshawn Lynch, he is gone. He was in the Saints, did not make it to Super Bowl, sadly. And now he is finally gone from the NFL. Then, oh, he retires again, sorry. Then in the Bills, so retirement list. So Marshawn Lynch steps away from the game again after 12 years. Then we have Orlando Scandrick retires. Vernon Davis, I forgot about him. He did retire as a Redskin. Then Antoine Bethea, Andy Lee the punter, Robert Ayers Jr., Sebastian Janikowski. I believe he might have retired with... I'm not sure. But Sebastian Janikowski retires after 20 years. Mercedes Lewis, Josh McCown's gone. Adam Vinatieri, Delaney Walker, Jonathan Joseph. We have John Sullivan. Jordy Nelson retires. Jordy Nelson, wow. Julian Edelman retires after 11 years, along with Tom Brady too. So Tom Brady and Julian Edelman both gone the same offseason, along with Greg Olsen, he retires. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie retires. Eli Manning retires. John Jerry, Joe Staley, Alex Mack, Brooks Reed, Connor Barwin, John Kuhn. John Ryan retires. Wow, it's a pretty decent offseason for retirements, though. A lot of big-name players, including the GOAT himself, Tom Brady, is now gone from the game officially. So now let's go take a look. I want to see what the records are for that, because Tom Brady did take over that passing record for touchdowns. I know that. But I just want to see passing yards. Drew Brees does hold that. So 78,984. I believe Anthony Calvillo holds the all-time record at like 79,884, I believe, something like that. So another season in the NFL would probably break the record for Drew Brees for all-time passing yards an entire pro gridiron football career. So maybe at 80K with Drew Brees in the team, that wouldn't be that bad. But second was Tom Brady at 75,000, then Peyton Manning. Kind of weird, there's two Eli Manning things, but I guess, never mind. So he's ahead of Philip Rivers, Big Ben himself, and John Elway, and behind Dan Marino. So not bad of a career for Eli Manning. Peyton Manning's up there as well, obviously. Tom Brady, Andrew Brees still on the list, still kicking. Then Tom Brady leads in all-time passing touchdowns, but Brees can overtake him again and take back his record if he plays another season with us. Hey, we could break passing touchdown record and the all-time passing record as well, too. We could break that for all time. So that wouldn't be bad to have Brees on the team. Rushing yards-wise, nothing much there, I guess. Who else did I really need to look for? I guess passing touchdowns for Eli, too. Where's Eli on that list? He is 388 behind Philip Rivers, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, his brother, Drew Brees, and Tom Brady. Not that bad of a career for Eli Manning. So that's about it there for now. I just want to see how much money we have after trading Eli Rodgers now, because we do have a little bit of money. I just want to throw some money at Brees, see if he bites, because that'd be great if we can go and sign Brees in the free agency. And he's going to be my first offer I send out. So Joe Brees, throw some money at him, probably like, I don't know. He wants 11 million. Wait, a fair offer for him is 19 million. Okay. So we have a lot of money we got to catch up on if you want to do that. 5 years, 84 million. Okay, I'll have to try and see this. Left tackle though, Trent Williams. That could be a dude we can get rid of because his stock is dropping slowly. And we got to find a place for him before he goes and drops like 84 overall next season. Gotta find a team that is not within our division and that needs a left tackle. Who really needs a left tackle out of everybody in the NFL? The Panthers, you could probably raid the Panthers for a good pick. I want to get a first-round pick at least out of him. At least. Maybe within top 10. Like, that's how much I want out of Trent Williams. Because he's still a good player, though. So we got to get what our value is good for him. Okay, so we went and picked up the 7th overall pick from the Lions in exchange for Trent Williams and a crappy backup left outside linebacker. So, hey, very good right there. We went. Now we have 2 extra first-round picks, one from the Patriots at 15th overall, now one at 7th overall, plus we have our own at like, I don't know what it is, like 25, 26, something like around that. So you have a good stock of picks right now, plus we went and got a huge amount of salary out of that trade, so now we could probably go and submit our offer officially for Brees. Okay, so we threw about 15 million at Brees. I think that should be able to snag him, but as for the rest, we have to go figure out our situation right now at left tackle. We do have Warmack at left tackle. Plus, we can always draft one in the draft with one of our 3 first-round picks, too. We got to remember that, too. So that's always an option right there. Left guard, we're fine. Center, we still the same. We have Braden Smith. We're good for that right now. Right guard, we have Scherf. Right tackle, we do have Eric. We have Flowers, and we have Moses. Then left end. Left end is kind of a sticky situation too because Ioannidis is in the free agency. He's got 12 bids against him. But we also have an option to get JPP as well too. Is Ioannidis, we tried to make an offer to him. He did not want to bite at all. I don't think he wants to stick around. So we're good for right now. Plus he wasn't, like, he's pretty much kind of overrated. He didn't really do that really much on this team for stats wise. Like he didn't get that many sacks compared to what like Jonathan Allen did and stuff. So I think we're fine with Ioannidis. He's one of the more pricier guys. So we have to go and find some more cap room on this team because actually I guess we do have to wait till Brees signs too, if he does sign the first week, because then we can get rid of Alex Smith and then get rid of his salary and use it somewhere else too. So we have to go play that waiting game. Plus we could find some other players to get rid of right now at their salary. One man I'm kind of looking at right now is Brian Arakpo. I just want to see how much money he really has because I don't think I threw that much money at him. I only threw a couple million at him and he kind of bit because that's the only offer available to him. There we go. So you pretty much had to dump him off because no other team was interested besides the Eagles. And their trade offer wasn't that much better. Even, they're pretty much the exact same anyway. So we'd rather ship him to the Jets. We got a 4th round pick out of him. Not bad. we got rid of his salary. That's the most important thing. So you would have a little bit more money to go and spend on other positions that we need, like offensive line, possibly. And it's a done deal. So the Saints, I'm trying to do somewhat of a quarterback swap. So we're trading Alex Smith and a 7th round pick this season in exchange for the Saints' 1st round pick this season at 29th overall, plus their 125th overall pick in the 4th round. So the plan is we get enough money to go and sign Breeze, we bring him onto the team, and then we can go and sign one of the top free agents as well onto this team. Because Breeze, he's worth a lot of money on here. You gotta basically pay him a lot. And you have guys like Zeke, which I'm not gonna get a running back, obviously. We have dead guys for that reason. But we could probably always pick up a left outside linebacker in Miles Jack, who's 88 overall. He paired nicely with Zach Brown and White and Kerrigan at linebacker, and he would fit in pretty well, I think, on the team. But there's also a situation at left end. Since Ioannidis did ditch us, we can maybe go for the upgrade in Willie Henry, because he is better than him overall-wise. He's in better development-wise, but he looks pretty good, though. He's not that bad, and he only wants like 4.8 mil, and we have a pretty decent amount of money there available for him. So we could probably go and pick him up possibly, but we'll go throw money at Breezes first, just first and foremost, and then see how much money we have left after that. So throw about 12.5 million at Breezes. I think it should be fine right there. That's 83 total points. I think that should be good enough to sign him, to be honest. So we can get him for the 1 year, plus we already have our backup in Kelly Bryant, and he did very well in the one time that he played. But we don't need a running back. Receivers, we do not need a receiver as well, even though there are some decent looking receivers like J.J. Nelson. Des Bryant's back in the free agency again, so maybe even snag him, maybe. I don't know, probably not. But left tackle, there's nothing really there right now. Warmack is our best shot at left tackle for now, but we'll probably pick him up with one of our 4 first-round picks. Actually, yeah, I think we have 4 first-round picks now that we have after that one Alex Smith trade. Left guard we're good at. We have Michael Jordan. Center we're good at. Right guard we're good at. Right tackle we're good at. Left end, probably throw some money at either JPP or Willie Henry to go and replace what we have in Ioannidis, but we might have to wait a week because of the salary situation. Just got to settle everything after Breeze signs, and then we can see what we have. But as for the rest, D-tackle we're good at for now with Dayron Payne, I think. You can maybe sign a backup too if you really want to. Okay, so we sim the week right now, and I went and offered Breeze this a little bit less because he's going to be taking up a good chunk of our money right now. And for some reason, even though he traded all those contracts, it says we have 30.5 million left in available funds, but our cap room, there's literally nothing there at all. It's really weird. So Breezes, we're offering him around like 8 mil, I think, per year, plus his $5 million salary bonus. Right now, I also offer Jonathan Jones and Charles Tapper right there. Right now, I'm thinking we're going to be picking up a left end in the first round for sure to go replace Ioannidis, because that's what we have to do. And we're also going to be picking up a left tackle as well in the first round with one of our 4 first round picks. So, gotta think about that as well. So, anything else we need to do on here? I think for backups, we're pretty much fine. We're going to definitely draft a lot of backups there in the draft anyway. So, it doesn't really matter with that. We'll go sim the next week, so I'm going to culminate all the signings at the end and just see where everybody signs after like week 4 of. Next week is simmed, and we finally got Drew Brees. So we could have got him at like 15 million. We got him for about $6-7 million cheaper than what we initially offered. So it's really good to see that. So we have a little bit of cap room to go sign some more players that we need on this team. But right now we have Drew Brees on the team, looking all spiffy there. Number 9. One of the greatest quarterbacks of all time is now a Washington Redskin. And even at like $7 million cheaper too. So very good overall signing there. We got Drew Brees, Kelly Bryant to back up, RG3 at the 3rd position at quarterback. As for the rest of the team, looking not that bad though. I think we do have to make some more signings, obviously more. Then we'll be doing a lot of draft selections too, that's another thing. So definitely drafting offensive line at left tackle. Defensively, I don't know if we really need that much defense besides left end, obviously. We need to draft a left end, maybe even a D-tackle. As for linebackers, we're pretty much set. And as for secondary, like at strong safety, we have Abraham and Swearinger. Then at corner, we have Mullen. We have Dunbar at corner as well. We have Lippett and Moreau. And at free safety, we have Mountain Nicholson and Clay Pratt. there as well at free safety. So I think we're good right now for defense. Our defense was one of the top in the league too, and we did very well last year with what we had. But minus, now we have Arakpo gone, and with Ioannidis gone as well too. That's two, I guess they were starters, so they are kind of key. But I think we could probably replace him with Preston Smith because he is developing. He's looking very good right now for his overall. So I think he could probably replace what we had in Arakpo. Plus Arakpo did downgrade as well too. And as for Ioannidis, we'll find a better guy though for sure, I think. Well, we'll find a better one. And for the rest, let's go see free agent signings. We have like 578k left in cap room. It's so stupid seeing 31 million left in available funds, but we can't spend a single dime of it pretty much. But as for right now, we have like guys like Philip Rivers still on the market. Shea Patterson's on the market too. A guy that was had Shea Patterson last season. There's one team that had way too many quarterbacks, and they just pretty much got rid of him. I don't know. It's kind of weird seeing that, but I just want to, since we signed Drew Brees, we did the quarterback swap with New Orleans. I just want to see our team in comparison with New Orleans, now with Alex Smith at quarterback. The Saints, they also signed Nick Foles too, so they have Smith and they have Foles at quarterback. Not that bad right there seeing Alex Smith in the Saints uniform. I just want to see him more in depth. So he's got the normal development, 36 years old, now number 11 there in New Orleans. Not that bad looking there in a New Orleans jersey though, but New Orleans, they have good looking jerseys though, so pretty much anybody looks good in their jerseys. As to the rest of their team, did they lose anybody else big for their team? Nothing really actually. It looks all the same to me. All the same. Right end, they have nobody at right end though. Left end, do they have anybody at left end? You could probably just swap over guys like that. Yeah, they have like Davenport and Hendrickson. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Davenport doesn't look that bad though. If nothing pans out in the draft, I want to get Davenport, actually. Just steal him from New Orleans. I tried doing that in the trade with Alex Smith, but it didn't work out overall because Davenport was too valuable to them as a team. But for the rest, I don't really want to spend any more money. We have offers that are sent out to players. I just want to see if anyone else upped us in those offers. They probably did. Yep. So Jones, yeah, we're not going to sign him for sure then. Just withdraw our offer. I think we could probably go see linebackers, actually. Go to available linebackers. Yeah, I don't want to go and sign one if you don't need one. Right end. There is some players at right end, even left end, too. You could probably throw like 2.3 mil at somebody. Like Charles Tapper's still available right there. Even Marcus Golden, Adrian Claiborne, Dean Lowry. Like those guys could be interesting to have on the team, too. Normal development for Dean. His tackling is good. Block shooting is good. Yeah, he's not bad, though. We could probably throw some money at him, too, because we do need some backups as well. We'll throw about 1 year, well, 2 years. Right there. This says we need some cap room. We'll just go drop that a bit. There we go. 1.5 mil. 42 total points. He probably won't sign with us, but hey, might as well just throw an off-road anyway. See if it sticks. If it does, then it's good, and we sign him. If it doesn't, who really cares? We have like 10 draft picks. We can go draft some backup offensive linemen and backup, even a starter left end this season in the draft. So we were at one of the last weeks of the free agency, and the players we went submitted offers to did not sign yet, so it's not looking good for that. But to be honest, I really didn't want them on the team anyway. I'm just saying that, like, even though it kind of sounds stupid, I didn't really want them anyway on the team. So we'll be good with what we have right now for now. We'll be drafting a left end for sure in the draft. There's a lot of good left ends in the start. Like, I'll even show you on here. There's a lot of good left ends. The first two picks, like the first pick's supposed to be a right end. And who else is on there for left end? There's somebody. Let's go see left end. There's tight end. Left end, yeah, there's got like Giovanni Beasley. Gonna finish off Wesley Simpson. Late first rounder. Like, there's some guys in here. Matthew Mears did not go to the combine. That could be interesting. Who else? We'll go scout the rest of these dudes. Even though they're probably trash anyway, and we don't even have like a 7th round pick, but never really know. That right end, D tackle. We don't really need to draft a D tackle. There's a lot of them though. Left tackle. There is a 2nd round left tackle. Right tackle though. There is a guy, but he's not looking good though. That's the problem for offensive linemen. Let's see. Yeah, Ainge. Okay, so we kind of screwed with that. It just sucks how all of our money just suddenly disappeared, though, with the cap room. It's so dumb. Like, we're held on a budget that we shouldn't even be on. But Hey, it's just the way it is, I guess. D tackle, middle linebacker. We've got most of the line, but we have a lot of stuff scouted right now. Corners, we'll just go and scout the rest of the corners here because you can find some good corners here in like the second round and such. Demetrius Pearson, nothing good there. The Cody Ingram. I'll scout some running backs too, because you never know if you need a backup running back. That's always a good thing. Okay, so we'll sim to the draft here and see who all signed with who in the free agency. Hopefully we go get some more signings next week anyway, but I just want to see who signed with who, especially Ezekiel Elliott, because that's pretty interesting right there, seeing Zeke possibly out of our own division. For the recap right now, there's still some players available. Obviously, we have Dean Tapper, Eric Tapper, and Dean Lowry there available, but league signings, Ezekiel Elliott is now a Buffalo Bill, 63.8 mil over 7 years, 98 overall. This man is a beast, and now he's with Buffalo. Todd Gurley signed the Denver Broncos there, 39.7 mil over 5 years. Melvin Gordon is now a Houston Texan, 23 mil, 4 years. Not bad, actually. They got him on a steal. Chris Jones is now a Jet, 43.2 mil over 5 years. Miles Jack is now a Seattle Seahawk at 41 mil over 5 years. Derrick Henry with the Arizona Cardinals. Devin McCourty with the Giants. LaShawn McCoy with the Titans. Sheldon Rankins with the Bills. Josh Sitton with the Bucks. Logan Ryan with the Lions. Kenyon Drake with the Lions. Mills with the Bills. And Mills with the Bills, that's funny. A Keeler with the Colts. Phil Rivers signed with the Patriots to replace Tom Brady. Kyle Rudolph signed with the Cardinals. Chris Thompson signed at the Rams. The Byron Jones is signed with the Broncos. Armstead signed the Bills. Jason McCourty signed with the Panthers. Keelan Cole to the Bucks. Ioannidis to the Bucks. Spence to the Vikings. Trey Waynes to the Texans. Tavon Young with the Colts. Willie Henry with the Colts. TJ Green with the Carolina Panthers. Sam Bradford with the Bills. Anua with the Cowboys. Nick Foles with the Saints. Jamar Taylor with the Steelers. Joe Hayden with the Cowboys. Corey Coleman with the Cardinals. Brandon McManus with the Vikings. Okafor with the Saints. Alford with the Cowboys. Hughes to the Bills. And Doxson to the Cowboys. Anderson to the Bills, and so on. That's a lot of players. JPP to the Dolphins. Who else signed? Darkwa to the Raiders. DeQuandre Diggs to the Steelers. Seth DeValve to the Carolina Panthers. Willie Snead to the Cardinals. Sua Cravens to the Cowboys. Underrated signing. Jacoby Brissett to the Cardinals. Dez Bryant to the Bengals this time. Who else is on here? Dustin Hopkins to the Texans. Carl Nassib to the Patriots. Robert Kelly to the Chargers. Let's go down the list, and that is about it right there for free agents to the top 100 at least. So most importantly, we got our quarterback. Drew Brees is now a Saints. That's the most important thing about this entire offseason, is now we have our quarterback definitely in Drew Brees for the year at least. Then we could probably see about either replacing him with Kelly Bryant or another quarterback we could draft some year in the draft. But as for right now, looking not that bad at our situation with the team. 87 overall offense. Defensively, we were 81 overall, but once we upgrade the left end position with an actual starter, it'll look much better. Last year we did very well to draft. I liked my draft. We got some good players in it, especially like Kelly Bryant's one of the more notable guys. We got Michael Jordan out of that draft. We also got, who else? We got some more players. We got guys like White at 7th overall in that draft. We got Terrell Lewis that's at like, I don't know where we drafted him. I think it was 2nd round, a little bit early right there. We got Trayvon Mullen in the draft, and so on. Even Abraham as well, too. We got him in the draft as well. So, very good team. We got out of the draft last season. But this season, different beast. So we have, I think, more draft picks than last time, to be honest. Let me go double check. But I know we have maybe 10 draft picks this season. The stupid thing, though, is it says 22.8 mil in cap room. We cannot spend a single cent in the free agency, though. It's so stupid. But anyway, picks-wise, though, we've got the 7th overall pick, we got the 15th overall pick, the 27th overall, 29th overall, then we have a 2nd round pick, 59th, 3rd round pick, 4th round pick, 4th round pick, 4th round pick, 5th round pick, and that's about it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 picks. more than last year, which we had 9. So it's looking pretty interesting there. We can either, like, we can keep those picks, or we can maybe kind of swing them around and try and pull some players. So we'll do some digging behind the scenes, see if what we can do with those picks. But next episode will be the NFL draft, the 2020 NFL draft, where we go and possibly, because we have to retool this team for next season with Drew Brees as his first year as a Redskin in 2020. So we got to build this team up to Brees' quality. So anyway, make sure to like and subscribe for more Redskins franchise mode, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.